That's right. It's your main man, Killer B, the goddamn witch finder general. And if you got a witch, I'll burn their asses up. America's first black president. A black man. Come on, y'all. Let's learn something, goddammit. Let's go.
Be not discouraged for being for real. It's tough. Yeah, it's tough. Everybody fake. Hold on. A lot of things you miss, a lot of things. Cause you just won't listen. You gotta listen. You gotta listen. You gotta listen. Just listen. A lot of things you miss, a lot of things. Cause you just won't listen. You gotta 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 listen. Just listen. Bullshit, I ain't with that. Hate shit, just forget that. All I wanna do is get racks. All you wanna do is talk trash. If you walk it, you ain't gotta talk it, plain and simple. The real ones keep their business confidential. Stay the hell up out of mine, yeah, that's so essential. If you wanna live, God forgive me, but I fed niggas and they bit my hand. Put shorty on the feet, she ran off from a man. Yeah, to be a real one is really tough, but to be a sucker, man, that shit really sucks. So I walk the lonely road of only those who know. This is that I made affected so many people, yo. Did the wickedest shit, I knew it was the devil, but I was getting money on a whole nother level, so I influenced the masses. Coolest nigga in glasses, smoke bud all day, ace all his classes. MOB, I guess that made me attractive, cause I'd rather chase the bag than chase action shit. I used to beat the box and let her rock the mic. Then like Russell, God bless her, good night. Then I linked up, think cause I'm started moving. She going on my phone like, what you doing? What you mean what I'm doing? Click, I ain't got time for that shit. You said you heard about me, now you know what it is. You was on 6 minutes is up, now I'm
back to my biz. That was Charles Willis. Gotta listen. Go check him out, y'all. This is goddamn Killer B, the goddamn witch finder general. I got one for your asses today. And if you got a witch, I'm burning the goddamn asses up. This is gonna be a good one today, boy. I've been waiting a little bit to do this one. I'm just gonna expose the foolishness, the goddamn foolish y'all black leaders are spreading. The foolishness that the Moors are spreading and these damn Hebrew Israelite cults are spreading. I'm gonna get right into this shit. Y'all see this man here, y'all? Y'all see this man, right? They said that's America's first president. And he was a black man. That's right, y'all heard it from me. They said he was a black man. How many of y'all believe that? Don't lie, because I know quite a few of you. I know that for a fact. Quite a few of you. I don't know what y'all thinking, but we're going to get into it today. And this is the bullshit that's being spread around the internet. Now, what we see here is a meme that says Happy President's Day, our first president, right? It says here at the bottom, most people don't even know that our first president was a Moor. John Hanson, from 1715 to 1783, was president of the American Continental Congress, right? Now, we know the person that made this memo didn't find this information on his own. What he did was just parroted what he heard when these cult leaders said. And this is what they do to y'all, man. What they'll do to y'all is make up some shit because they know you're not going to research it. I keep telling y'all don't research nothing. And that's why y'all stay in the same thing. You don't research, you don't want to learn nothing. Want everything given to you, handed to you, spoon-fed to you. One of my favorite quotes from the RZA. He said, bitch talking about she want to be a nurse. Bitch, to be a nurse, you got to go to school first. That means y'all have to apply this stuff, man. And that's not what y'all doing. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. And like, we're going to get into this meme, and we see here that they're also making a claim that This Negro is on the $2 bill. Y'all can't see this, not a good image of it, right? Y'all see it circle. That's supposed to be right? Now, what we gonna do here? I got another image. This is the good Lord. You can see this. Y'all out there with bad eyes. This is a photocopy, whatever, of the $2 bill, right? The back of the $2 bill. I'm sure some of y'all see the $2 bill. It's still good. It's still good. It's still something. It's still something. Right. Now, what it says here, the man on the left, that you see circled, is John Hanson. The man on the right is Ben Bay. Right? I'm going to do another video on this Ben Bay person, right? But we can include him in this video for now. Ben Bay was born 1731, making him 45 in this picture, while John Hanson was born in 1721, making him 55 in this picture. He is the one with the gray hair, right? If you look in a Carter's encyclopedia, you won't see either of these men. Why is that? Now, here come the cult. Here come the cult stuff. Their names are not on the Declaration of Independence because they were both Moors, right? Now they got a different spelling. M-U-U-R, right? And we had our own government. We did not need to sign a Declaration of Independence. We wrote the Declaration of Independence for them. However, George Washington and his cronies never severed their ties to the king. And they did not win the Revolutionary War. It was a setup to trap and totally defeat the Moors from the inside. What you are taught in schools is called reconstructing history. No, what you're doing is called reconstructing history. Based on absolutely nothing. Right? Now we're going to get into this. I'm about to show y'all. Let's see what I get. I'm going to show you the John. Oh, let me go back to that other image. Right? You see this picture. Now, people with common sense, I'm going to give y'all about 5 seconds to tell me what's wrong with this claim. This is supposed to be the first president of the United States, right? And it's obviously before 1776. What's wrong with this image right here? I help y'all out. I help y'all out. Get a better image. What's wrong with this? What's wrong with that claim? Can anybody tell me? Give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the slow people out there. 4 1/4, 4 1/2, 4 3/4, and 5. Time's up. Now, I'm going to show you the other foolishness of this. Like, I seen this when I was young, like 90s, right? I saw this, right? I actually had a book that it was talking about. It's called the first 5 black presidents. It was like a little pamphlet type book. Now, what's wrong with this image here is that it's a photograph. Cameras were invented until around the end of the Civil War, like 1830 something. So, in that case, this man right here cannot be John Hanson. No way, shape, or form. But This man right here, his name is John Hanson. But not the John Hanson that was the first president of the United States. Or the Continental Congress. Right? Now, we're going to learn a little something. And I see these memes still circulating on YouTube and Facebook. And I see the people posting it, and you got people with the thumbs up. Yep. They try to hide our history. It's stupid. I'm going to tell y'all who this man is. John Hanson died in 1860. Was an African American associated with the American. Whoa, before I go into this, now, all right, y'all see this? State of New Hampshire, a committee of safety. This is a proclamation declaring Thanksgiving a national holiday. So, for all you Moors out there that want to claim, all you niggas, these girls that want to claim y'all Indian, we American Indian, and all this stuff. We was the Moors. We taught the white man how to do everything here. We wrote the laws for them. Right? Now, since y'all talk all this trash about Thanksgiving, right? Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving. Eat that turkey. Goddamn. Smoking one right now. Got that mother smoking right now. Eat my goddamn turkey. Right? Now, if this is correct, that he was the first president of the United States was a black man, right? Or the first president was black, right? This is saying right here that this man invented Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, niggas! Happy Thanksgiving! So while y'all complaining about Thanksgiving and a black man, y'all hero, y'all Moor, remember, they just said in there, good, why? Because he was a Moor. He didn't have to sign no that. He made Thanksgiving, man. He's the reason why you celebrate Thanksgiving. Black men. That was y'all say. That was y'all say. Now that you saw that, think about it. See, I done killed two birds with one stone. Pseudo. Shit ain't had nothing to do with no Indians. Thanksgiving had nothing to do with no goddamn Indians. God. It was about the war. Had nothing to do. Y'all look it up on your own time, right? See? John Hanson, president. All right, now I got that out of the way. Let me get back to it. Right? Was an African American associated with the American Colonization Society, which sought to relocate freeborn and emancipated black Americans to Liberia. In Liberia, he served as a senator from Grand Bassa County. He was born into slavery. He was born into slavery, but he was a Moor, right? Y'all say he was a Moor. For all y'all that want to say this man is a Moor, he was born into slavery. I thought Moors was free, right? They're sovereign. He couldn't enslave them, but he purchased his freedom and immigrated from Baltimore to Liberia at age 36. In Liberia, he joined the growing mercantile class. He was elected to the Colonial Council in December 1840 and was elected as one of the two senators from Grand Bassa County in the first elections after the country's independence. He also served as commissioner in the same county for 7 years, furnishing a house for the storage of arms and ammunition. Right? Hanson died in 1860 and was mourned as a faithful and patriotic servant by Liberian President Stephen Allen Benson. Senator Hanson has sometimes been misidentified as being John Hanson of Maryland, a white in status politician who served as president of the Continental Congress during the American Revolution. See that? Y'all saw that, right? Now, this is the actual page of the signing. And if you can see here, the man with the light colored coat on, the Moors, Hebrew Israelites, black power heads, and all that foolishness, black nationalists, I just call them black nationalists. They said that man right there, that white man right there, John Hanson. And this man over here far, you see the two people sitting together with the little gap. One to the right of the gap, right there. That's supposed to be Ben Beck, the other Moor, a.k.a. Benjamin Banneker. Now, what I'm going to tell you about this painting here, this is not an actual scene. This painting was created in pieces. There was nobody sitting in this room painting this portrait of these people sitting around. There was a sketch made of the room. There was additions, like how you see the flags with the drum and stuff like that. That was put into the picture. These people that are standing around the table never happened. These portraits were painted. This portrait was painted using references from other portraits in other real life people. So some of the stuff were actually painted from a person in real life, and some were actually painted from an already created portrait. But this scene right here is not a real scene. This scene was built. This is how I would design something on Photoshop and make it look like a whole bunch of people standing around in the room. And it never happened. This is the same thing we'll be looking at. All right? I would go, y'all can look that up yourself. I would go into it. But I don't want to make this video too long. It's just ridiculous. You guys should be able to get over it. All right? Now, to explain the bill, right? You can see it here. Internet sites promoting a hoax used a photograph of Senator John Hanson of Liberian to support the claim that even though photography had not been invented when the earlier John Hanson was living, as he died in 1783, and photography was not commercially introduced until 1830. Right? Right? Even looks different. Now, there's other versions of this portrait also. Now, explain this $2 bill. Okay, let's get into this $2 bill. Now, remember, listen to this. I heard that the reason that they stopped making $2 bills was because a man named John Hanson was on the back of it. This man supposedly had been the first true president of the U.S. in 1781. Washington was elected president in 1789. This man was a black man. The term United States was not adopted until 1870. Right? Now, these are comments, right? I'm not quite sure how to, or even if I should, respond to it. One, they have not stopped making $2 bills. See, niggas just talking and not knowing what they're talking about. Now, how stupid is that anyway? If they're going to get rid of the $2 bill because of black men on the back of it, why did they make it in the first place? See how stupid that sounds? The $2 bill is still printed in the U.S. Treasury, although in significantly smaller quantities than other bills. The image on the back of the $2 is John Trumbull's Declaration of Independence. You know what I'm saying? Trumbull, I believe Trumbull actually lived in Connecticut. This painting includes many of our founding fathers and signers of the Declaration, but does not include John Hanson. John Hanson was the first president of the Continental Congress, not of the United States. John Hanson was not a black man. I think that about covers it. They did not stop making them in 1966, but started again in 1976. That is probably what he's referring to. The seated individual in question on the back of the $2 bill is Robert Morris, financier, not Hanson. In any case, I concur with the first statement made in this section. There is a black man named John Hanson. I looked myself, purely out of curiosity, only to find an answer. God, go ahead, grab a magnifying glass and take a look for yourself. Left corner, 6th head in the second row. John Hanson, who held the office, was not known officially as President of the United States in Congress Assembly from November 5th, 1781 to November 4th, 1782. Died in 1783, long before the invention of photography. The African-American man in the photograph that you saw on the website could not have been this John Hanson. There are reports that the man on the back of the bill is in fact, now listen to this shit. Listen to this dumbass shit, right? And I know Prince Hall don't even claim this shit either. I know this. There is a report that the man on the back of the bill is in fact Prince Hall, the founder of Black Masonry in America. Without concrete evidence, how is one to say that this individual is John Hanson or Prince Hall? But it is fair to say that this individual is clearly of a darker complexion than the rest of the group. Preceding unsigned comment, right? The black man on the back of the $2 bill is unquestionably Robert Morris of Pennsylvania. The original Trumbull painting in the Capitol Rotunda is keyed in yellow coat man is Morris. See here. See the man with the yellow coat? I see the man with the yellow coat. Don't lie. You ain't got to lie, Queen. You ain't got to lie. You said it fine. You ain't got to lie, Queen. See? If you look at him closely on the $2 bill with a magnifying lens, you can see his face heavily crosshatched with dark lines, while everyone else has small dots. Someone intentionally made his face darker. Why? In politically correct 1970s, one could imagine all sorts of misguided reasons. But whatever the reason, it is a disgraceful moment in the history of American numismatics, which is money. Coins, like money. Actually, let me look. The study or collection of coins, paper currency, right? Now, that out the way, let's get on to real. Real. See, people? This is easy to debunk. It's so easy. But y'all don't want to do nothing. Y'all don't want to do nothing. Look. That deal where y'all need to fuck around and say this. I jump all over that. Well, John Hanson, the first real John Hanson, 1972 to 1917. This is the real John Hanson. And you know this is not a photograph because there were no cameras. Charles Garvey Maryland established the observation of Thanksgiving Day in 1782, the year before he died. Okay? Is that simple? Is that simple? That's simple, y'all. That's fucking simple. Now, before I go, I'm pretty much done. Go ahead. Back to $2. It was just $2. Now, I'm a printer. I'm a professional printer. And there was another brother that went over the same thing too with King James, right? You know, the popes, they want to say King James. Right? Now, what this is called crosshatching. Now, there has to be a plate. When you print money, it's on a plate. When you're doing what you call offset printing, there's a sheet of metal with a coating, a photographic sensitive chemical that's on the sheet of metal, like you would have in a photo. You don't use 35 millimeter, but the film has the same coating, and you would make a plate, which is you would put a negative, the negative of the film on top of the metal plate, and expose it to light. And what that does is transfers it over to the metal. And when it washes it away, what's supposed to appear in the ink on your print, the coating will harden and stay on the metal. And what that was black on the negative, that won't be exposed to the light. That chemical that's underneath that black on the negative won't be exposed to the light. So when you go to develop it, it washes out. So the chemical that's left on the plate is what the ink is going to stick to. And then it goes through a roller and presses against the paper. Now, what you're dealing with ink, especially with screen printing, which I do, and so any kind of printing, you have something called ink gain. Ink gain is the size, like when you have a newspaper, right? You look at any, well, this is on color also, color magazine, but you really can't see it as much with the color magazines. So like you take a box of any food item or whatever, like that comes in a box, and you open it up, that tab, you know the two tabs on the side of the box, it usually have what you call the registration marks, which look like target crosshairs. And then they'll have colors like a blue, a red, a yellow, a black, and stuff, which are the colors that they put together to make a full color photo. So how they're put together is with dots. It's called halftones. But in this case with the printing, they're not using halftones. what they're using is like it's a line. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's the same shit as half tones, but it's actual lines. So you have thin, and thicker lines. Lines put together real close, and lines put together far apart. And the ones that are put together real close makes it appear darker, and the ones that are spread out makes it appear lighter. Y'all can look very close. You can see the lines. I don't know how this looks like. Y'all can see it. Y'all look really close. You can see the lines. Horrible. But when you go to print, that ink, when it hits the material, the substrate that you're printing onto, the ink spreads apart. So printing is very, very precise. So if you're taking a photo and turning it into half notes, you gotta, if there's too much dot gain, your image is gonna look darker. So with the cross hatching, when the artist made this plate, and this plate was engraved, these plates aren't for the money, aren't made with but like a plate like you use for a newspaper or magazine, like how I explained earlier. This was actually engraved, like the artist engraved this thing, and it's put on an actual metal, like thick metal plate, right? So that's where you get this dark image. And as you can see here, this guy in the back corner, and he's like, when you see this guy standing at the table, his elbow, if you look to the third person from the left of his elbow, that's supposed to be Ben Bay, a.k.a. Benjamin Banneker. We know Benjamin Banneker was a black man, but the Moors, Hebrew Israelites, and all these crazy, kooky-ass people will tell you that he was a Moor named Ben Bay, which there's absolutely no evidence of his name. There's actually a video from Ali Muhammad, so-called Dr. Ali Muhammad. That's another thing. You guys fall victim to that. There was a thing with Sonnetter and stuff saying that we don't have to go to college and get certifications from the white men to call ourselves doctors. Like how you got the other dude that was killing people. He was selling these herbs with Sonnetter. And the person was taking it thinking it's going to cure their ass and end up fucking killing their motherfucker. Dr. Inky. That's another one. Dr. Inky, Dr. Ali Muhammad. Hey, what do you know? We got Dr. Judah too. Ain't none of these fools got a doctorate in nothing. And nothing. Matter of fact, Dr. Ali Muhammad said that he graduated from, I think it was Temple University, and the nigga had a fake diploma. He had a fake degree from Temple University. That's what I be talking about with y'all, man. Y'all don't fucking get it. Y'all just don't get it. Y'all don't want to know nothing. This foolishness. Kiki and ha-ha on the internet all day. Just like Kansu on Christian show. Make sure y'all go check out the Christian show that was on this morning on Dre's Happy. Right? So Kansu was talking about, oh, we gotta get this financial information to the people. These niggas ain't gonna do nothing with it. They're not gonna do nothing. I got financial stuff that these people can do to make fucking money for themselves. They won't take the information. You give them to them and they won't do nothing with it. Nothing. So, with this, man, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, because y'all know I'm going to keep these niggas running. Running. Don't forget, hit that like button, hit that share button, and subscribe if you're not already. This is Killer B signing off. goddamn witch finder general. You got a witch. Burn it down. Y'all know this. Enjoy y'all Thanksgiving. This is the Thanksgiving special. I'm bringing you y'all. Should be another video coming up after this also.
Everybody say, hold on. A lot of things you be miss, a lot of things, cause you just won't listen. You gotta listen, just listen. A lot of things you be miss, a lot of things, cause you just won't listen. You gotta listen, just listen.